Okay, so this one will be the last game. I've got a fair hand. Fair. I'm gonna keep it though, and I'm against Rafiq of the Many, one of my favorite commanders of all time. And he is being played by Zach. No mulligans. Is this a Magic 14 avatar? I don't think I've seen that one before. I don't know. The Dismiss Into Dream, not the draw I was looking for. That's okay. We'll make it work. I think, sad as it is, I may have to Azurius Chancery next turn. I don't want to. It's gonna hurt my soul. I don't have to now. Now I can wait and do it turn 4. I can get a turn 3 Gwafa and do it turn 4. I don't want to have to discard unless I absolutely must. And if I don't, then I don't. So great. Not gonna lie, I am going to spin into Myth the fuck out of Rafiq. Preferably when he has an enchantment on him, so I can 2-for-1 the son of a bitch. And hey, don't worry, Zach. I am not strip mining anything but a piece of shit land. That does not include Guildgate and Plains. But Rafiq of the Many is really good at one-shotting you. You put a couple enchantments on him, and maybe a nice, delicious piece of equipment. Although I feel like he should come with some equipment, because look at that sword in his hand. Jingy, jingy, jingy. Whatever the case, he can one-shot you, so he's good to get rid of. You know, you don't want to let him hit you if you can help it. I have even seen a Rafiq of the Many deck, one of my favorite Rafiq of the Many decks, and besides my own Rafiq that is, of course, where he just played a bunch of fucking pumps. He ran in. I hadn't been hit by a commander. He pumped his dude up to 11 and hit me once, and that was it. It was pretty cool, actually. I thought it was kind of awesome to make that work in a commander game. Yeah, it's something you have to watch out for. So, alright. Drat. I'm gonna have to discard. Gwaffle was not in my hand. Gwaffle was the goddamn commander. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. And what are we gonna get rid of? I'm thinking Dismiss Into Dream. It's gonna be a while before I could play it. He hasn't showed me a bunch of creatures. So, bottom line is there was really no getting around that. If I wanted to have decent mana, on turn 6 or whatever, then I had to discard something. And I think Dismiss Into Dream was the thing I could have lost the most. I would have liked to see that work. I only put it into my deck halfway through the Gwaffle House process. But it seemed like it was a pretty cool thing, and I would have liked to see it work. But it was not meant to be, at least not this time around. Why, hello there, Gilded Lotus. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Gilded Lotus. Enjoy. Getting hit by Gwafa Hazid one more time. So, the first time Rafiq comes out, perhaps I just Phyrexian Ingester it? I guess that's okay. Or I can just not worry about it ever again and spin it into Myth. That's another good thing. I should definitely do that, actually. I'll get more value out of my Phyrexian Ingester if it's not from a commander. So I can get lots of plus X's and lots of plus Y's. So yes. Oh, thank you. That is precisely what I wanted to have happen. Not gonna lie, I'm a little afraid he is going to concede the second I do this, but it's not going to stop me from doing it. And it's not going to stop me from doing it right now.
Hey there, babies. Tired of eating at the Gwaffle House?
Well, you can go fuck a dirty bag of anuses, cause it's goddamn delicious here. But if you really want to try something new, then you should stick around after the credits where you can learn how to vote for my next commander. Okay, bottom of the library. And you get to draw an island. Congratulations. World Queller? Yeah. No, let's just do Windborn Muse. Let's do Windborn Muse, because that way I can fly over anything that he throws down on the floor. And I can also have Strip Mine up just in case he plays something obnoxious that is so obnoxious that you actually get value from it. The turn you play. Really? God damn it, Zach. God damn it. Well, I was afraid he was gonna concede, and my fears were not unfounded. So all you viewers out there who are like, hey, why do you hold back against these bros? If you got the cards, why not play the cards? Maybe you viewers play in real life, where your opponent is not going to concede without looking like a piece of poo-poos. But online, where anonymity reigns supreme, your opponent doesn't care. And they'll run off at the drop of a... I don't know. I don't have a good saying for why they do it. But they do. They fucking do. They run anytime it's convenient. And that's why I hold back a little sometimes, because I want an actual game to happen. Would you look at those stats? Yeah, Gwaffle House performed remarkably well. I did have 3 losses, that you didn't see. 2 because I could not get past 3 mana, and so there weren't really games, and I didn't post them. And then there was 1 that I'm going to post next week, in which a fan bends me over and combo fucks me until my eyes bleed. You'll see that later on. But every other game, even the ones you didn't see where the video got corrupted or something, was a victory. Pretty good, pretty good. But now we should take a look at the commanders that are potentially going to be played next time around in 2 weeks. First up, we have Surgic Tharmageddon. So, Rurik Thar the Unbowed. I vow, if this deck is chosen, to only play 2 spells. Primal Surge and Genesis Wave. Part of me only wants to play Primal Surge, but I really have the hankering to play Genesis Wave. I never really have, so there won't be a Primal Surge that just plays out my entire deck unless the Genesis Wave is already played, because I must play them both. But everything else will be artifacts, enchantments, permanents, and big, stupid, retarded monsters that would never be seeing the light of day in Standard but fit right in a Rurik Thar deck. I feel like of all the newer commanders in Dragon's Maze, this is the one I have seen the least. In fact, I don't think I've seen it whatsoever. So, why not? Seems like a good idea to try out. I'll also stick Birthing Pod in there as a restricted tutor, because my feelings on tutors are they kind of take away a lot of the fun for the game. But Birthing Pod is the exception, because you have to play a math game and know what's in your deck to make it work out well. It's a tutor with restrictions. I'm for it. Next up, we have Token Black Guys, the old school Teysa Orzo Scion. I wanted to put a token deck in here, but instead of going the usual green-white route, I thought black-white might be more fun, even without poor doubling season. But I'll also play all of the really super annoying asshole black spells. Temporal Extortions, Choice of Damnations. There are many, many more. I will sit there and I will think of them all and I'll stick them all in. So in addition to all of the token shenanigans, those terrible, evil black cards will be played as well. And I will also include every single black or white or both Sorin Planeswalker in existence in this deck, just because. Let's say, even if they're shit. And there might be some shit ones I'm forgetting. I think not all the Ajanis are very good, probably. But I'm going to play them all, just for funsies. And I'm also going to put in some nice life draining in there, because I imagine a lot of my cards are going to take a bunch of my life away as well. I call it a sub-theme because I might not devote more than 4 or 5 cards to it, but we'll see. And then, finally, we have Club Sacrifice, which was the second place deck from the last time we did this, and it was a very close second, too. I think it lost by maybe 9, which isn't so bad. It's a Mutual Sacrifice deck, clearly. Grave Pact will be there almost every game, just making people cry. I'm also going to stick Glissa in there with a whole bunch of artifacts that are good. And with Glissa, I can get them back from the graveyard. And I'm going to have a couple tutors in there, but I will only tutor for Grave Pact no matter what, even if I'm about to die and damnation's the only thing that'll save me. I don't care. The rule is tutor for Grave Pact. Unless it's already into play, then I'm not going to waste the tutor, but you know. So there you have it. Those are the 3 choices. I am going to reply to this video with 3 comments. One being Rorik Thar, Surgic Tharmageddon. One being Teysa, Token Black Guys. And the other being Savra, Club Sacrifice. You are to like the comment that corresponds to the deck you want to see me play. And in 2 weeks, which, when is that exactly? That will be on the 8th. Yes, September 8th. September 8th is when the voting will close, and I will choose a deck, and we will go for it. Next week, I'm going to show you that game that I got completely owned by a combo win from a fan who just wanted to be smug and get me, and he got me. And I'm also probably going to stick another Talrand Commander game in there just for funsies. So I will see you then.
Please choose wisely in the Commander poll.